Hey guys, John V from PhoneArena here. I'm live at Mobile World Congress 2016 Barcelona. I'm doing a quick first look video between the Samsung Galaxy S7 and the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. Not surprisingly, they look very similar to one another, and that's a good thing because both handsets are pretty stylish and very attractive. There's a premium quality with both because they have that glass medium metal package. It just makes for a premium design. Now, between the two, the Galaxy Note 5 is the beefier handset. The S7 is, of course, a little bit more compact, easier to hold, and it borrows and actually adopts the Note 5's rounded back corner, so it is comfortable. And we should note too that the S7 has an IP68 rating, so it is technically water resistant. So far, Samsung has a phenomenal track record when it comes to their displays. The S7 has a 5.1-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display, while the Note 5 has a slightly larger 5.7-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED panel. Now, there are a lot of similarities between the two, but we do notice that there's just a little bit more iridescence with the S7. And on top of that, seeing that it's the newer product, you know that Samsung is going to improve over its last generation devices. So on the surface, they both are running TouchWiz, Samsung's customized Android experience. The S7, however, is running a newer build, and it's on top of Android 6.0 Marshmallow. It's pretty much unchanged and barely noticeable in between the two, but there are some subtle changes visually, but functionally it works in the same capacity. However, if you are a power user, you're going to gravitate towards the Note 5 because the Note 5 was made for the professional in mind. Not only do you still have the same level of multitasking that's available on the S7, but with the S Pen stylus, it just gives you a higher level of productivity that you're not going to get anywhere, including the Galaxy S7. On the surface, it's really tough to gauge which of the two handsets are more responsive, but being the newer phone, the S7 has an advantage because it's treated to the latest and greatest processors, both from Qualcomm and Samsung's own Exynos chip. The Note 5 is still pretty fast, and it actually matches the S7 in many basic functions, but there's an attention to gaming with the S7. And same could be said about their cameras too. The Note 5 actually has the higher count 16 megapixel camera. With the S7, Samsung decided to go down to a 12 megapixel camera, but don't be too worried because Samsung really stresses the fact that the S7 is going to offer superior low light performance. The Note 5 takes amazing photos and they both share the same user interface, a lot of shoot modes, inline controls, but we did notice that the S7 has better low light performance already. Pricing is going to play a key factor in what you're going to go with. Now, the Note 5 is still a premium device. You could fetch it for easily around $700. Even now, it's been out for a while. The S7 is about to launch, and it's going to be at least on the same level as the Note 5 or maybe even lower. But it just depends on what you want. If productivity is your thing, go with the Note 5. But then again, the Samsung Galaxy S7 has some new incentives, so you might really want to think about which one to get.